Good morning, everybody. Today is April 2nd, so we're going to start off with the reading. The mind can't soar if the body's been grounded for repair, by Dale E. When we were young, we could stay up late at night, often with no major problems. In active addiction, we could stay out all night and still function the next day, though usually not as well as we could function sober. Now, though, most of us need a good night's sleep on a regular basis. As we grow in age, we lose the ability to bounce back after little or no sleep. Also, like any other people recovering from a life-threatening illness, we need even more sleep than usual, at least in the early stages of recovery. Getting a good night's sleep regularly doesn't make us boring people. To the contrary, it makes us alert and well-rested so we can get the most out of the next day. We honor our bodies when we pay attention to our physical needs. When we are well-rested, we feel better about ourselves. Recovery is a lifelong journey. It doesn't just take place during the day when we are awake. A good night's sleep, a nap when we're tired during the day, or just a few moments of peace or quiet time, taken from a busy schedule, are often the best things we can do for ourselves. This is one way we can take healthy control of our lives. Today, let me get the rest I need. I'm such a big believer in practicing what I preach, and I can't wait until I figure out the secret sauce to sleeping through the night most nights instead of most nights not sleeping through the night. It's a work in progress. I went out and got melatonin the other night in effort, and I know schedule and routine's part of it. I'm trying that part too, and, I guess it's evolving. Anyway, the body's what I wanted to chat about this morning anyway, as our self-care kind of challenge for the day. The one that I think I'm going to pick that kind of aligns with our bodies, not necessarily sleep, but our bodies, is daily grooming. So it's real easy when we're not going out anywhere and we don't have to get all hot and pretty for the boys or whatever. From a girl who doesn't wear makeup all that often. Anyway, so just the normal take a shower. It fits into the routine. Get dressed. I know that I'm not doing it every day. Like, I would stay in my jammies 24/7, but I don't feel as productive when I do. But the days that I get up and get in the shower and pretend like I'm going to work even when I'm not going to work, I definitely have a much more productive day. And then the other thing that I want to say about self-care in kind of the same bucket is treat yourself. Now, this might sound silly, but if we're all gamblers and we're staying home and we're not gambling, we should, in theory, have a little extra money. In theory. And I understand it's not the same for everybody, but just follow my logic here. So if I didn't go out and lose hundreds of dollars at the casino, I might have enough to buy a $6 bottle of bubble bath or a body spray or lotion. And this sounds like something so silly. And for 43 years, I didn't understand the novelty of, Bath. I always screw it up. The Bath and Body Works. And I think it was last year or the year before, I was at my aunt and uncle's, and Pam had some, I don't know, they had to do with not emotions, but like stress relief or happiness, different, I guess, emotions. Anyway, different jobs with aromatherapy kind of sense. And after leaving there, I ended up going and buying some. And two things happened. And mind you, I used to, buy the cheapest box white soap on the shelf. You get the 18 pack for $7 or whatever. Anyway, we're rewarding ourselves like it's positive reinforcement without it being food or a drink or whatever for not gambling. And it feels like a treat, and it acknowledges the fact we deserve it. And the aromatherapy part, I don't know for a fact if it works. I believe it does. But even if it doesn't, reading the sign, the label on the bottle, like I have one that's focus. So I know if I have a lot of meetings that day or a lot of analysis, I'll put the focus on. If I think I'm going to have a lot of contact with people that make my day a little more difficult, I might put stress relief on. So even the psychology of it, I think, brings some benefit. So that is what my ask is of everybody today. Take a shower, treat yourself to something in the grooming arena. I know we can't go get our hair cuts. We can't get our nails done. All that's kind of frustrating if those are things that are part of your self-care ritual. I know I need a haircut. Like my bangs are doing their wacky thing. And I shouldn't do this. And don't tell Charlene, but I've been using the scissors on my bangs myself again just because that's my option. And I'll compromise. And luckily, I'm not all that vain that it matters. So I hope everybody has a wonderful day. I think I have a different kind of idea for tonight. It's April, so it's the 4th month. And I have some really cool episodes coming up. The regular episodes on Fridays that release. The interviews are diverse and interesting, and one is even funny almost, although it's a serious topic. We're going to explore, there's a couple of different folks coming up with their stories, and then another addiction that we might not think much about is sex addiction, and I'm going to have a guest coming on that is married to a sex addict, and we're going to talk about how what she goes through might look like what a gambler's spouse goes through, and just kind of explore sex addiction a little. So I had a lot of fun stuff coming up, and I want to do step 4. So I may do a one extra week in there, or do something where we do a step 4 meeting, or I'm thinking of breaking it down and we look at different maybe character defects, or read through the step a little on some of our nighttime visits. Maybe we do it a couple days a week. I haven't figured it all out. I'm sure once I meditate, it'll come to me on how I'm supposed to serve you and what you need to hear. So have a great day. I'll talk to you tonight. Hopefully I'll have that all sorted out. Thanks so much for listening, beautiful people.
And you